quickly, I actually did some writing for USPHL as well. Just you and Chris playing together as a kid, what did you gain from that experience?
Yeah, I mean, he was always a great player. Just always, he always worked hard. I'm sure he'll tell you he was my captain back in the day too. So he'll tell you that. But no, he's been a great guy, and like I said, he's a leader for a reason. And looked up to him and still do. And his work ethic and how he competes, and he plays a hard-nosed game, and I know they love that here, and he does a great job of that. And he plays his role well. He knows what he does well, and he does it. And that's why he's going to make a good career here in this league.
What was your choice to play in that league, though? In terms of preparation, do you feel like that was a great step for you to get where you are?
Yeah, I think so. There's so many different options and avenues where you can go. I always, from here, I grew up playing here. I didn't have to travel much. There's plenty of leagues around here where you can. It's not the league you play in; it's how you play in there, and how you perform. And I think me and Chris doing that and both getting drafted. That same year after the season is one of the many examples, and I know many other guys have done the same thing now, and even before us too. There's nothing wrong with staying local. It's just how you play there, and we had a ton of fun. We gained a lot of experience. We had great coaching. Working out down EPS in Foxborough was huge for us, and that's where we still go and work out and train. So that was a good start.
But did you ever envision being here in a Bruins uniform, day of a playoff game against Toronto?
I envisioned it a lot of times growing up, yeah. Did I think it was going to come true? I don't know. I just, I always envisioned it, outside the house, playing street hockey, whatever it was, yeah. So it's going to be pretty exciting, and we're just ready for this one for a while.
Are there going to be nerves on some level, even though you've been through all this stuff before? Do you get like
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I think there's something wrong with you if you don't have nerves or come playoff time. I think you can ask any guy in the soccer. I think you have some type of nerves. Good butterflies going. It's the excitement. It's why you play. It's why you love to play. It's these big games, and everyone's looking forward to it. And once you step out there that first shift, I think those nerves kind of slowly drift away, and you just play your game.
You embrace the type of matchups you might face, going up against the likes of Tavares or Matthews, stuff like that. Does that get you going?
Yeah, you know who's across from you. Whatever the matchup is, or whoever you're up against, you want to beat them. You look at the guy across from you. You want to beat them. You want to outwork them, and that's how you go into every game. And that's the mindset we got to have. I know that we do have that, so we got to continue that. No matter who it is out there, we know what they have, what they're capable of. So just be aware, be focused. But above all else, I think we play our game and we'll be good.
You watched the games last night?
Yeah, I tuned into a couple and just kind of laying low for the night. Yeah, it was pretty exciting hockey so far. It's really exciting.
As a center, in many, were you ever like the designated sort of matchup guy, defensive zone, face-off guy? Because it's kind of what you become or are becoming right now?
Yeah, well, it depends on the situation, and we had another line who kind of did that for the most part, but whatever's asked of me or my line, or we're obviously going to do the best of our ability and make sure we do what we can to help our team get the W.
Anybody on the western side with it? And you haven't seen Toronto as a Bruin, so anybody that quick, anybody that fast off the draw like these guys.
It depends. Every team's so different, and there are similarities, but they're different as a whole. So, we played against Toronto a couple times, obviously, but we not as much as here. But I know what to expect. I think I got a good grasp on what they have and who they have, and what you need to do against certain guys. And but like I said, you can look at that stuff all day, but above all else, we play our game, focus on ourselves. I think that's when we'll be our best.
And you get Danny now as a right wing. I think you had some time with him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we did.
How do you like the line? You haven't had a game together, have you?
I think we've done a lot of talking. So when you haven't been playing with guys, that's the next thing to do is talk and try to create chemistry, make sure you're on the same page that way, going over face-offs or whatever. So we've done a good job of that so far. But we want to make it a work in progress. We'll keep getting better and build what we have if we're going to stick together and you never know what's going to happen. The guy's out and out, injuries, whatever. So we'll be ready for anything. But right now we want to be the best we can together. So as long as we're on the same page and we keep building that, we'll be fine.
When you were playing pond hockey growing up, you're dreaming about playoffs. Who were you scoring the overtime goal?
Yeah, I mean, I did that all the time. I was pond hockey across the street or street hockey right in front of my house, my parents' house. And you always envision that stuff in different scenarios, but I can tell you a few times I was wearing a Boston Bruins jersey and, scoring the big goal or making the big play or whatever, and it's, pretty cool to think about, but now it's time to do the real thing and just do the best I can out there and make sure I bring my game to help this team.
Who did you weren't like Cam Neely or something, you were like Charlie Coyle scoring the overtime goal?
Oh, you always envision yourself doing it. Yeah, that's the. I mean, you have those. I think those visions that you had of those guys doing it, but you put your name on the back of the jersey and you pretend you're them doing it and doing their job. That's what they were doing at the time. But I mean, you always looked up to those guys and what they did, but you always envision yourself doing it one day, and hopefully that day comes true.
Who'd you hate more, Montreal, Toronto?
What's that, sorry?
Who'd you hate more, Montreal, Toronto?
Montreal, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was...
Because you saw them more often, right?
Yeah, but it depends who you're playing that night, so
Uh-huh.
I'll hate Toronto more tonight.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, you got it.